Hello everyone, myself Akansha, and in this video we will be discussing about OTT platform versus theatre. All of you must have noticed that during the COVID pandemic, paid subscribers of OTT, that is over the top platform, example Netflix, Amazon Prime, Hotstar, etc., have increased at a rapid rate. In recent days, a few movies are being directly released on OTTs. Several OTT platforms are making their own original movies. More and more new OTT platforms are being launched, giving tough competition to theaters. So let us now know what are the pros and cons of OTT platform. We will be first discussing about what are the pros of OTT platforms. To begin with, we can watch the content whenever we want to. OTT platforms provide flexibility and convenience. Secondly, some people who live in remote areas do not have theaters nearby, and for some others, going to theater is difficult due to disability or restriction. OTT platforms are inclusive and enable everyone to watch the content from home. And for being watchers, OTT platforms are cost effective. As there is no need to pay for each and every movie, people can watch plenty of movies and other content for just a subscription price. Sometimes, makers of small movies struggle to release their movies in theaters. Moreover, they do not afford to spend so much money in promoting the movie. If there are no famous star in the movie, it is bit difficult to bring the audience to the theaters. For them, OTT platforms are a boon. They can reach a wider audience. A few movies which are failed at box office are impressing audience later when they are released on OTT platforms. This can ensure enough profit for producers. OTT platforms provide quality content. As they are making original movies which are getting applause, this is forcing regular movie makers to think differently and to make quality content. Further point says NRIs, that is non-resident Indians, can now easily watch Indian movies due to the proliferation of OTT platforms. Last point says, as OTT platforms are providing subtitles for many movies, we can watch movies of other languages too. This facility is giving us a wide variety of content choices. Now let us discuss what are the cons of OTT platforms. The first point says, the growth of OTT platform is a threat to many jobs in theaters. Even though OTT platforms are creating plenty of new jobs, they are skill jobs. Moreover, theatre owners have spent crores of rupees in building infrastructure. But now, due to OTT platforms, they are not even getting enough returns for their investment. A few movie industry people are blaming OTT platforms for failure of movies at box office. It is partly true because as movies will eventually be released on OTT platforms, many people are not even willing to go to theaters. Not everyone has smart TV and smartphone yet. Moreover, to watch and experience 3D and 4D movies, many people have to go to theaters. So OTT platforms cannot completely replace theaters. For people who watch movies occasionally, OTT platforms are expensive. In general, Indian films make huge profit by releasing movies in US and European countries, but with releasing movies on OTT platforms, they are losing one of the main revenue sources. Now let us look what are the pros and cons of theatre. We will begin with what are the pros. So the first point says, going to theatre to watch movie is a different experience which cannot be replaced by any content streaming platform. The next point says that theatres provide employment to many skilled and unskilled workers. To watch and experience 3D and 4D movies, many people have to go to theatres. So OTT platform cannot completely replace theatres. Now let us look what are the cons of theatres. For being watchers and for big families, going to theatre is expensive in the long run. During the COVID pandemic, people preferred staying at home, so this proved that theatres cannot survive in epidemics, pandemics, and in other similar situations. To conclude, both theatre and OTT platforms have their own advantages and disadvantages. OTT platforms have a lot of scope for growth, but that doesn't mean that they can replace theaters. In the foreseeable future, both will stay and continue to entertain the audience. Thank you for watching. Comment below what are your opinion on this topic, and don't forget to subscribe this channel for more hot topics like this.